In simple terms, snow in Charlotte is rare because when it's cold enough, it's not wet enough outside. But sometimes when it is wet enough, it's too warm. But to understand why it's so tough to find snow here, we have to first understand how snow falls in the first place. Snow is an accumulation of packed ice crystals that initially begins high up in the atmosphere. It forms when the temperature is at or below freezing and there's moisture present. If the temperature stays at or below 32 degrees all throughout its trek to the ground, it'll stay a snowflake. If not, you might get sleet, freezing rain, or even graupel. So, the number one thing we need is cold air at all levels of the atmosphere. But that cold air has to arrive before the moisture. We have plenty of moisture here in the Carolinas, from the Gulf and the Atlantic, but the ocean's warmth can influence what type of precipitation happens. This is why storm track is important. A slight shift in track and now we're on the warm side of a system. A common setup in the Carolinas that can lead to cold air damming is overrunning. This occurs when warm, moist air is lifted over shallow cold air, creating precipitation. If the air is cold enough near the ground, it can snow. But if it's too warm, you have rain again. That's why every degree counts and where it happens matters. Here is Charlotte's best setup for snow, the Miller A nor'easter storm track. This scenario tugs cold air into the Piedmont while feeding it with moisture from the Carolina coast, prolonging snow potential. This sets up the cold air before the moisture, which helps increase the chance for snow in Charlotte. Miller B nor'easters can also supply both at the same time, but the track is a little more uncertain. With your snowy weather IQ, I'm meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees.